Hello, welcome back to the channel Tarot Yogi. I'm Vinit, I read Tarot intuitively, and today we have a March 2024 prediction. So we're asking Spirit, what can you expect in terms of love, health, money, career, and the overall theme for you in March? So we have three piles to choose from. Pile number one, we have our Edmund Dulac Tarot. Pile number two, we have our Triumphi della Luna Tarot. And pile number three, we have a very classic Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck. So take a minute, see what pile is being called to you intuitively. The description box below will have the timestamp for your pile. And again, remember, these are general readings, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below, so you can definitely reach out for a private reading. And I'll see you guys in your reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number one. If you chose the Edmund Dulac Tarot, this is your March 2024 predictions. Okay, pile number one, we have 10 of Cups, we have King of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, the Chariot, Sun, 3 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, Page of Swords, and we have 8 of Pentacles. So let's start with love. If you're taken, I definitely see you having an amazing time with your partner. I see you having everything you've always wanted with your partner. So you're reaching a space of emotional fulfillment. And if you're single, I definitely see you dating in March. I definitely see you and having a good time, not like a bad time. I see you having a good time with dating. So whether you're single or taken in this pile, March, love is going to look good for both of you. Whether you're single or taken, I mean. And when it comes to money, you will be better at saving money in March. I think you would have finally gotten over your emotional expenditure. Maybe the money you were spending on food, maybe the unnecessary money you were spending on things you didn't really require because you wanted to feel good in the moment. I definitely see you stopping that in March and being more frugal with your expenditure, and that eventually leading you to true happiness, especially in terms of acquisition and money. So that's a good thing. You have definitely improved over here in March. Health is good. I'm not seeing anything necessarily bad. Just take care of your health, just the basic human maintenance, right? And work, I see you either traveling for work or I see you trying out new things at work. So I think you are going to be a little more experimental when it comes to your work in March, basically, which is a great thing. And I think all of this is going to make you extremely, extremely happy. And I do feel you're going to be very, very busy with work. I think you're going to be very busy with what you have to create, what you have to accomplish over here, because you're definitely working here on something very, very big. And yes, you might have competition, but you will be able to beat up the competition, pile number one. So please know that. And I see you being busy, like I said, not just with your work, but also with studying, gaining more knowledge, really honing and perfecting your craft day in and day out. So March is going to be a very busy month. It's going to be a very productive month, but you're going to be very happy with it. You're not going to throw as many tantrums about working, if that makes sense. You will show up to work very happily with full enthusiasm, with full vigor to take on whatever challenge you have that day. So it's a very amazing, happy, productive, good month for you, March. It'll also be spring, so you'll really enjoy that part of going out here as well. I just see you being out and about and getting more sun here as well. If you haven't been able to do that, I do see in March you will be very successful in doing that. Even trips to the beach, I see, which is nice, right? Just connect to water. I think connecting to the element of water, especially big water bodies, it will really, really heal you in March, pile number one. So go out more. Don't keep yourself stuck in your house. Yeah. Any other message? Shuffle some more. Okay, pile number one, we have Unicorn, which reads infinite possibilities. You are the sovereign of the seen and the unseen worlds. The magic of love surrounds you. Beauty transforms you. Listen to the spirit of light. Abandon the darkness, go beyond the ordinary, and become the legendary. So your work is going to be definitely in focus over here, even more than your love life in March, which is not a bad thing. You have to show up and take care of your own kingdom, if that makes sense. And in March, you're really called on to even manifest more for yourself and know that you truly are worthy and deserving of having more for yourself. So I do see you working your magic in March and really spearheading your own transformation, not waiting for things to happen, not waiting for you to even feel better necessarily to just do the work. You're not going to push things for tomorrow. You're not going to procrastinate, which is honestly so amazing. You're going to get so much done. You're going to have AI level of efficiency and productivity. So get grounded, pace yourself, and just keep doing what you're doing because you're doing clearly an amazing job here, pile number one. Yeah. Any other messages? Yeah, that's all I have for pile number one. Again, it's a general reading. So please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below. So you can definitely reach out for a private reading. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Hello, pile number two. If you chose the 𝐏𝐕𝐿𝐴 Luna Tarot, this is your March 2024 predictions. So, okay, pile number two, we have the Star, we have Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Temperance, King of Wands, Three of Wands, Tower, Ten of Cups. March is going to be challenging for you. March is definitely going to be challenging for you in all aspects of your life. Let's start with love. If you're single, you might feel a little needy and a little desperate because I do think a lot of y'all have been single in this pile that are single. You've been single for a while and you feel it's high time you meet someone, but you do need to do a little more healing before you do meet the right person. I don't think you have completely closed out your old chapters, if that makes sense. Until you close out your old chapters, pile number two, you will not get new love. So there is something you have to maybe clear out from your past, but it's very important that you do so because till that happens, you will not get what you want. And if you're taken in this pile, I do see fights with your partner. Maybe I don't see fights necessarily. I see misunderstandings. I see you both maybe saying a mean thing to each other, maybe just misunderstanding each other over smallest things. So be a little careful about your communication if you are taken in this pile when it comes to love. And if you're single, I would not even say go out and meet people in March because firstly, I don't think you're going to have the time or the energy to do that. But even if you meet someone, I don't think it's going to end necessarily positively for you. So you might as well not date if you're single in March. That's a very clear message for you. And it's a general reading. You will know if this makes sense for you. Yeah. Now, money, I do see conflicts again. I see you maybe getting into debt. I see you maybe having issues around money. I see you maybe even having fights over money. So maybe you're not very good with boundaries. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe you need to have better boundaries when it comes to you giving money to other people. So I would say be very, very careful with your expenditure in March, especially. I do see arguments at work here as well. We do have Seven of Wands and we have the Tower. So it's very important that you maybe don't rub your boss the wrong way in March. Be a little more polite at work. Try to not instigate arguments. Try to not fight. Because you do have competition, but it's very important that you don't put your energy there right now. It's very important that you put your energy into your health first, because I do see you compromising even in your health. And then your work. Your health and your work are the most important things for you in March. And it's very important you don't neglect either of them. Like, you're definitely not supposed to neglect your health for work. And have better boundaries at work so you don't have to neglect yourself at work. I do see you maybe you have a mean-spirited boss, or your colleagues are not exactly nice, whatever the situation is, or there's too much competition in what you're trying to achieve. It will not affect you if you don't let it affect you. That's what I'm trying to say over here, pile number two. So definitely even take white light protection. Maybe if you're going to office, take white light protection before going to office. Just visualize white light pouring into your crown chakra through your whole body, and then visualize this white light coming and creating an orb around you, and watch that light crystallize. Like, just those kinds of visual meditations are going to be very needed for you in March also. And I'm not trying to scare you, I'm just trying to caution you over here, because things can go a little haywire if you don't set the tone for how you want things to go. We do have King of Wands as the main card in this reading over here, which is at the top of all the cards. So your leadership will be challenged in a way that will only make your leadership better in March. So everything that is happening for your benefit. It is not happening against you, even if it may feel like that. And you will find a creative way to tackle that situation and come out on top, like the King of Wands over here. So don't let maybe not having enough money get to you. Don't let not having enough views get to you. Whatever it is, fit to your situation. Know that you will be able to bring yourself out of this misery, if that makes sense. Pile number 2. And we do have 10 of Cups and 3 of Wands. So even if things may take a little time, whatever you invest in will come back to you in a very successful way. And you will also find emotional fulfillment in March, even if there is so much offense against you, even if people are trying to be your ops, it's not going to get to you the way it used to, maybe even in the past. You're going to be more calm and streamlined about what needs to be done, what you want, all those things. And I also see you proactively taking care of towers over here, and you're not going to let unseen things that you couldn't even think about that might get in your way get to you. You're going to keep it moving. You're going to be very cool and calm and detached by the end of March, even if you really have been tested, because I do see you coming out on top of this pile number 2. So please understand this. You're fighting the war, you're not fighting a battle over here. So it's not about the small wins, it's about the big wins. So focus on the big wins, because that's what you will be able to get. Even if you get a few L's on the way, that is fine. Don't lose hope, don't give up. Don't not show up at work every day, if that makes sense. Yeah. And we do have Temperance, so know that you're protected even through all this turmoil. You're very, very guarded. You do have your angels walking with you, your ancestors walking with you, and they are protecting you, loving you, really, really showing you the way. So even if you're alone in the 3D world, you're not really alone. I know you have help from the other side at all times. You're not alone, pile number 2, even if you feel you are. So remind yourself this. We all forget from time to time, right? Especially when we've been just going on and on with things. And I do think things have been just going on and on for you. So give yourself some grace. That's also important. Yeah. Shuffle some oracle. Okay, pile number 2, we have the Ladybug card, which reads good luck. You are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and a colorful you. You bless the world with color and good luck. So you definitely have luck on your side. That's why I'm saying look at the bigger picture. Look at why, because you will be able to understand why you have to lose certain things in order to gain other things. And you will realize that everything that has left your life was never supposed to be yours anyway. Those were just lessons for a season. So what you will be attracting in your life now, which you will be, are good things and things that are supposed to stay with you. Things that you can build on. Things that won't turn against you. Right? So you do have a lot of luck with you, and there's a lot of green in this. So I do feel your heart will heal. Your heart chakra will heal. It's very important that you take care of your heart. Like I said, really show yourself the grace whenever it's required of you. And yes, you do have a beautiful bright light about you. So you will trigger certain people. It just comes with the territory. The higher you go, the more enemies you will make, right? Pile number 2, please understand this. Understand the league you are in. And you are in the big leagues. So pace yourself. You have a long way to go. And you're going to be very, very successful. You already are. You already are in this King of Wands energy. You would not show up as the King of Wands on top of this reading if you really weren't good enough to take charge. So know that you are good enough to take charge, and you have been skilled. You have been seasoned through life experiences. So nothing is going to be new to you, if that makes sense. Yeah. Any other messages? Yeah, that's all I have for pile number 2. Again, it's a general reading, so please take what resonates. Leave the rest, and if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow, and if you want to reach out for private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below, so you can definitely reach out for private reading, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose our classic Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck, this is your reading on your March 2024 predictions. Okay, pile number 3, we have the Hermit, 9 of Swords, 8 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, 6 of Wands, 5 of Wands, 7 of Cups, and we have 4 of Swords. So, let's start with love. If you're single, I don't see new love. I don't even see you're necessarily in a place where you want to look for love. And if you're taken, you might want to be alone. Whether you're single or not, you will require a lot of solitude in March. I see you going inwards. I see you doing a lot of introspection, because I do feel you are approaching a dark night of the soul very, very soon. And that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. It just means that you will be aligning to the things that you truly desire, the things that you truly the things that are truly for you. Those things will be aligned to you. And I feel that's why this dark night of the soul will probably be occurring for you very, very soon. And you might as well get a caution before it hits you out of nowhere, right? Because I do feel you have gained the wisdom. It's just now you really have to separate the wisdom from the pain and use the wisdom. And I see that happening for you in the month of March. I think you're going to be a little stressed about money, but I'm not seeing this a lot for you to be stressed. I do feel maybe some of y'all are in debt, maybe some of y'all don't know what's next, but things will work themselves out. And you not sleeping on time, not eating properly, not taking care of yourself is not going to help. In fact, it'll make things worse, and it'll make the chemical imbalance in your brain worse. So you might as well do the most basic human maintenance, which is making sure you're getting enough sleep. I wouldn't even say you need to sleep on time, because I don't sleep on time. So sleep whenever you want, but cover up your sleep. That's more important than sleeping on time, I guess. That's what I'm really trying to say. And understand that the worries you have are just worries. I don't see them manifesting in the real world in any sort of the way. So half the things you're going to be anxious about in March it's all in your head. It's not even real. I'm not trying to mitigate it. I'm just trying to tell you to be a little more grounded in reality. Because if you're going to be able to be a little more grounded in reality, then these mental anguishes won't get the better out of you. They will just pass, instead of them getting the best out of you and then passing, because they're going to pass regardless. Bad things don't last always, right? So understand this. Understand what you're dealing with over here, the nature of reality. With health, I see you finally walking away from things that are no longer working for you. I do think maybe it was codependency, maybe it was some toxic addictions, whatever it is. I do see you moderating yourself, or just leaving that thing completely cold turkey. We do have 8 of Cups in the center of this reading. So you will be walking away from things in March, which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all for you. In fact, it's a great thing. That's what you need to do. We do have Queen of Swords over here as well. So I see you just slicing away anything that you know is no longer for you. It's not working for you. It's not giving you any desirable results. You're just going in cycles. So I do see you ending some very big karmic cycles for yourself. I see you proactively choosing to do better for yourself and pivoting yourself in the direction you really need to be in, compared to the direction that you were just going for the heck of it. So I see you living your life with more meaning in March. I see you overcoming conflicts. There will be certain conflicts and there will be illusions, but because you're going to be more grounded, you're going to be a little more relaxed, you're going to be a little more meditative, any sort of conflict that approaches you, you will come out winning on top of it. And the illusions that you will experience in March, they're not going to last for a very long time. So things are only working out for you over here. And I do think new opportunities will also be given to you. It's very interesting. We have the 5 and we have the 6 of Wands. So whatever conflicts you have, you're going to come out victorious on top. Quite literally, 6 of Wands is on top of the reading over here. So even if it might not feel in the trenches when you're fighting that you're going to win, know that you are going to win. Pile number 3. That's what I'm really trying to say over here. Look at the larger picture over here. Try to understand why things are happening the way they are, because you will finally have the clarity. You're showing up here as a Queen of Swords, so your psychic gifts are going to be improving, and not just your psychic gifts, your perception, your ability to really perceive reality for what it is, compared to your delusions. And that's not a bad thing over here. In fact, you need to move from truth, because once you know who you are, once you know who you are, pile number 1, no one will be able to tell you who you are, right? You're going to be very clear on that. You know why you're doing what you're doing in the first place. So you will win, is what I'm trying to say again, because you're moving through your heart. And people better not cross you in March. I really feel that, because they will get your wrath if they do. And that's not a bad thing. So if you need to pull out the lioness, pull out the lioness. So boundaries are also going to be super important for you, because there will be people who are going to even bring to you their own illusions, and they will expect you to validate their illusions. So I don't see you validating their illusions, and you shouldn't, even if this is your best friend, even if this is your boyfriend, whoever it is. So truth serum for March is going to be really required for you to be victorious, which you will be. So move according to what you find your truth to be, compared to what other people are telling you to believe in. That's very important over here, because there will be illusions. There will be frenemies. There will be people who you think have good interest in their heart for you, but that might not always be the case. So, and you will be able to weed out all these karmic enemies, if that makes sense. So you're going to have the clearest vision that you've ever had in a very long time, and you're going to be grateful for it. Show some gratitude for the clarity of perception you finally have now. Pile number 3. You will be given certain downloads that you need in order to progress. So if you don't have the complete information, wait, stop, and you will be redirected in time in the direction you really need to be in. And when in doubt, just go inwards. That is the key for you in March. And if you do this, you will win. You definitely will. Pile number 3. Shuffle some oracle. Okay, pile number 3, we have bison, which reads abundance. Sacred buffalo, cloak me in your wisdom. Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness. Teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. So this is just confirmation about everything that I have been saying about how you are approaching a dark night of the soul very, very soon. But this is what you need in order to be liberated. And you do have the bison spirit, your own spirit guides with you, taking you through the threshold. So you're not alone in this. And all this is, like I said, all this is happening so you can come into your true abundance, your true happiness, things that are really going to last you for a long time and are going to be true and are going to be real. That's why you're getting so much clarity in the first place. So I feel you're going to get answers that you've not had for even like more than 10 years, if that makes sense. You're going to have a real, unexplainable, beautiful, magical, spiritual moment in March. So definitely anticipate that for you, and anticipate a release of just all this confusion and all this mental anguish that you're keeping yourself under, which is not required, as you will see for yourself. Yeah. Any other messages? That's all I have for pile number 3. Again, it's a general reading, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below, so you can definitely reach out for private reading. And I'll see you guys in the next reading.